Ever wondered how to identify your most valuable strength and how to make the best use of them? By the end of this video, you will be equipped with the best ways to recognize your most valuable strength as an introvert and how to put them to good use. Hi, I'm Doreca Delbridge, an occupational psychologist from DoryLinda.com. For the best introvert and HSP personal growth tips, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. If you've identified yourself as an introvert, chances are you've come across quite a few books now and support groups, which is a relief, knowing that you're not crazy and nothing's wrong with you. I know for sure that was a big relief for me. You may also have come across this book, Quiet: The Power of Introverts in a World That Won't Stop Talking. If you haven't had the pleasure of reading it yet, I will put the link in the description below so you can grab yourself a copy from Amazon. I believe the link will be affiliated. I don't know. We'll see. So in that book, Quiet, Susan Cain does a really good job of going into our strength as introverts and even explores and talks about famous introverts and the success they've been able to achieve in the world, where most of the time is the characteristics of extroverts that are praised or said to be very positive. So that's a book I really highly recommend because it really goes into highlighting things that the world may have told us are negative, and we get to see that it's actually a really good strength to have. So in this video, I actually want to go into how to recognize this strength within ourselves. Just because we're introverts does not mean one size fits all. We are all still individuals. Introversion is not a box that we can all slot in nicely. It's a spectrum, and we all fit in different places. So before we dive into how to recognize the strength, I want to just go over quickly the strengths that really pay. First one being your quiet temperament. This allows you to be a really good listener and essentially a good communicator. Everybody wants to feel heard. And when you're able to listen without feeling the need to jump in, it allows the other person to feel that you are really paying attention to what they're saying and giving them a chance to be heard. So whatever you then come up with as a response or a solution is more likely to be received really well because the other person has felt heard and has felt that you have really taken the time to understand where they're coming from. This is such a powerful and attractive skill, either at work, business, or in your relationships. The second skill that pays is creativity. Creativity comes naturally to you as an introvert because you are a natural problem solver. When you spend time alone, you are allowing your mind to have the mental space it needs to work out ideas, think on concepts you've come across, even work out frustrations in your mind. That is really the foundation that's needed to be creative. Since this strength comes naturally to you, you are more able to take on really challenging and complex projects. It's a challenge you welcome because naturally your mind wants to be solving problems and come up with new solutions. So your third strength that pay is work intensity and flow. So this one can really be both a strength and a weakness, and I'll explain why. The fact that you can be in a flow, forget to eat, work into the wee hours of the night, it's actually a really good strength, so long as you don't overuse and lead to burnout. Because you know, as an introvert, it will then take you quite a bit of time to bring your energy back to balance. So long as you're mindful to only utilize it when you really need to, this can be a really great strength to capitalize on. Most people don't see and therefore don't appreciate how you use this secret strength to actually get your work done. Given the opportunity to see, you will be a quiet motivation to your team by your actions of how you work, which is pretty unique to you. Your action and what comes naturally to you will be a motivation for them to see how you work from beginning to end in completing a project in your creative flow. Comment below and let me know, what is your best strength as an introvert? So how do you recognize this strength within yourself? First, you have to seek inwardly versus outwardly. One thing about us introverts is that we've grown up feeling very alone. And so when we come to realize, oh, there's a term for someone like me, you can feel so excited that you have found a tribe of other introverts that you can start comparing and contrasting to the point that you are wanting to fit in, which is not a bad thing. We all want to be part of a community. We all want to be part of a tribe, a group, people who are like-minded. But be mindful of the tendency of wanting to conform to the tribe. And we all do this. Each and every one of us does this. The drawback is that as you're looking to conform and fit in to this tribe and a group, you're more likely dropping off aspect of yourself that you don't see mirrored or expressed within the tribe. So my tip is carve out time to spend time with you. This can be in a form of journaling or meditation or any other way that allows you to have your thoughts and have things that are going on the inside of you be brought out for you to actually notice them. I personally find really helpful to journal twice a day. First thing in the morning is usually when I've just woken up and I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to see today. What do I want to be mindful of today? So I'm not just reactive to the day. I'm actually going in with an intention. And the last thing at night, it helps me work out what had happened in the day and go to sleep with thoughts that are mine and ways that I have thought about my day. So journaling coupled with meditation can be really great ways of pulling out from the inside thoughts that are just uniquely yours. So my second how to recognize this strength is by following breadcrumbs. Start keeping a record at work, in your business, at home, of things that you actually really enjoy doing and the things that you dread. This can be in any form that you find really helpful, if taking little notes on your phone. So questions you can ask yourself: what are the things that I'm really looking forward to doing? What are the projects that I'm really dreading and I would rather not? What are the things that most people say they wish they did like you? What is the thing that most people struggle with that baffles you because it comes really easy for you to do? What is the task that you would happily take on from your colleague or family, even when you have so much to do? Follow these little breadcrumbs and see where they lead you. They will give you great insight into the things that you're already doing, that you're really good at, that you really enjoy, that is a great strength for you. And it's almost effortless, if you see what I mean. So now you know what strength to look out for that page. You know how to go about looking out for them in your own life. Now we're going to explore how would you use them. If you're anything like me, chances are you'll be tempted to go all in. You have, after all, found the gold mine, right? Well, don't. Just because you have found this gold mine doesn't mean you need to stop utilizing all the other strength that you already have going on for you. You want to start building on those superpowers one step at a time. So how to use them? With a quiet temperament, make sure in your conversation that the other person reads and understands your quiet temperament as active listening. So make sure you mirror in word and also in your body language what they are communicating to you. This way, there's no mistaking that you are pondering and actively listening to what they're saying to you. So when it comes to your creativity, get in the habit of documenting what you're doing, especially if you're not continuously communicating with those around you what you're thinking and dissecting in your mind. This is especially important if you're working in a team so they're able to follow your trail of thought. And for us introverts, this can be like so many thoughts going on at the same time. So get in the habit of documenting and executing on your creativity. Don't deprive the world of your ingenious ideas because to you it may seem like commonplace. They are valuable to the world. So when it comes to work intensity and workflow, cultivate the environment that usually helps you get into the flow. Make a point of noticing what are the things that I tend to do that helps me go into the flow and dial them into your everyday life so that you can cultivate this phenomena to happen more regularly. Is it talking to a friend? Is it a walk in the park? Is it a hobby? What is the activity that you do that usually helps you feel your most creative and helps you get into the workflow? Whatever it may be, implement these activities regularly into your life so that they can help you go into your workflow. Well, now you know how to recognize your strength and how to go about using them. If you're focusing on your personal journey in 2020, make sure to follow me on Instagram where I share extra tips and tools that can really be helpful on your journey. I will put the link in the description below. So check out these videos next, how to turn your uniqueness into strength and INFP traits that actually define creativity. If you liked this video, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe and share this video with the introvert in your life.